I used to work in low-income home weatherization, basically giving free stuff away to help lower electricity and gas bills and make the home more comfortable to people who really needed it. This includes installing doors and insulation and so forth. One step in qualifying a home is testing combustion appliances to make sure they're not emitting carbon monoxide into the living space, because if they are and we seal up the house, we could kill the whole family. During a pre-inspection of a home, one day, on the outskirts of the city, I was working in. I asked to see the owner's water heater. He tells me that it's in the basement, which is fairly normal, and I tell him I have to inspect it before work can start. So, he goes into the kitchen and starts moving the refrigerator. Turns out the entry into the basement is underneath carpeting beneath the fridge. I should note that I went and did thousands of homes over the years and had never seen such a thing. But whatever, I tried not to lean into the eerie side of things just yet. And I know this needs to be done regardless, and so I pull out my flashlight and shine it down the stairs to check out the layout, but really to look for black widow spiders, because no one likes black widows. At this point I notice a dead cat, mostly down to a skeleton, not my favorite sight, but really common in crawl spaces and basements. I take a few steps down the stairs and continue my spider check, and notice another couple of small animal skeletons. At this point I start to worrying about gas, or poisons, or something equally dangerous, and start looking closer. There are animal skeletons everywhere, at least 10 on a cursory look. Some of them are so degraded I can't determine what they used to be. I also happen to notice that this guy is waiting at the entrance a little too quietly, with his hand on the door. Something clicks in my brain, and I get this immense sense of danger. I'm about 4 steps from the door being clear to close. I have no partner on the job with me. There's death all around me, and I realize just how hidden the entrance to the basement really was. I noped the heck out of there, and told the guy I needed extra tools, and would be back, and marked the job as non-feasible for health and safety as I was driving away. I have no idea if I was actually in any danger. It could have been completely innocent, but I still remember the adrenaline rush and sense of doom, and sometimes you just don't take chances. To provide some closure to this story, I did not file a formal report, mainly because nothing I saw was entirely out of the ordinary. Crawl spaces and basements have venting at the base of the house, and it's really common for animals to squeeze in and then not be able to get back out. If you have space under your house, there's a decent chance something has died down there. You get used to it when your job takes you down there frequently. Now, this was an extreme case, and clearly everything put together raised concern enough for me to get the heck out. But the sad fact of working with low-income families is that you see how lousy their lives can be. You learn not to do anything to make their lives any harder, and I took a lot of pride from the fact that my job made their lives just a bit better. I didn't think that my being scared for a minute was enough to involve the police, but I'll never forget the absolute impending doom and dread that snuck into my mind as I slowly descending the few steps from the top. A deep primal thought told me that whatever happens, do not continue down there.